Hello.
Hi, and welcome to That's English. Ashley,
Yes, Annabelle?
let's talk about jobs. Vamos a hablar de trabajo. Jobs.
¿Trabajo? ¿Qué clase de trabajo?
Trabajo, empleo.
Ah, yes. We are television presenters.
Sí, pero uno es mejor que el otro.
What?
Nothing.
Jobs. Now let's watch. Vamos a ver la historia. Fíjate en esta pregunta. Look at this question.
What is her job? ¿Cuál es su profesión? What is her job? Is she a journalist, a police officer, or an engineer? A journalist, a police officer, or an engineer?
What is her job?
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Ron.
What's that?
Look, a doctor.
Ah, yes.
He's a doctor. He starts work at 9 o'clock. He sees ill people all day. He has lunch at 1 o'clock. He leaves the hospital at 5 o'clock. On Saturday, he watches TV and he counts his money.
Well?
She's a journalist. She watches TV in the morning. She starts work at lunchtime. She goes to the office. She makes a phone call. She writes an article. She goes home.
Yes, but...
He's a teacher. He talks to children. He goes to school at 8 o'clock. He has a break and he drinks a cup of coffee. He has lunch. At 3:30, he goes home. And every year he enjoys long holidays. She's a hotel receptionist. She starts work at 7 o'clock in the morning and works for 12 hours until 7 o'clock in the evening. She sits at a desk and she answers questions all day. She hardly ever gets a lunch break. The manager tells her what to do. She earns nothing.
He's a doctor. He starts work at 7 o'clock in the morning. He has a lunch meeting for 2 hours. At 3 o'clock, he starts work again. Then at 5 o'clock, he has another meeting. He works at home in the evening. On Saturday, he does paperwork. And on Sunday afternoon, he sees his wife and kids.
Well,
She's a journalist. She works all week and at weekends. She never stops.
yeah, but...
He's a teacher. He goes to school at 7 o'clock. He teaches all day. He leaves school at 5 o'clock. He checks homework in the evening and on Saturday.
Yeah, okay.
Ay, qué chicos, se pasan la vida soñando.
Yes, I suppose every job has good points and bad points.
Sí, como trabajar contigo.
Is that good or bad?
And now the question.
What is her job? Is she a journalist, a police officer, or an engineer? A journalist, a police officer, or an engineer?
She's a journalist.
That's right. She's a journalist.
Es hora de hablar de profesiones. Talking about jobs.
Fíjate que en inglés siempre se pone el artículo indeterminado a delante de la profesión. Watch.
Look, a doctor.
Ah, yes.
He's a doctor. She's a journalist. He's a teacher. She's a hotel receptionist.
He's a doctor. She's a journalist.
He's a teacher. She's a hotel receptionist. Bien, vamos a ver de nuevo estas profesiones. Fíjate en cómo el acento recae generalmente en la primera sílaba y las demás sílabas son muy débiles. Waiter,
A waiter. Waiter. A pilot. Pilot. A teacher. Teacher. A bus driver. Bus driver.
a football player, football player, a secretary, secretary, an actor, actor.
Now listen again and repeat. A waiter.
A pilot,
A teacher.
A bus driver.
A football player.
A secretary.
An actor. Vamos a ver cómo describir rutinas relacionadas con el trabajo. Describing typical routines at work.
En inglés se suele utilizar el presente simple para esto. ¿Recuerdas que lo vimos en la unidad 4? I eat, you eat, we eat, they eat.
Pero si el sujeto es he, she o it, entonces se añade una S a la forma del verbo. He eats, she eats, it eats. For example, Annabelle is a TV presenter. She starts work, empieza a trabajar, at 8 o'clock.
Ashley is a TV presenter. He starts work at 8 o'clock. Sometimes.
Watch.
He's a doctor. He starts work at 9 o'clock. He sees ill people all day. He has lunch at 1 o'clock. He leaves the hospital at 5 o'clock. On Saturday, he watches TV and he counts his money. She's a journalist. She watches TV in the morning. She starts work at lunchtime. She goes to the office. She makes a phone call. She writes an article. She goes home.
I start work at 8 o'clock. He starts work at 10 o'clock.
I leave the studio at 5 o'clock. She leaves the studio at 5:30.
I eat out on Friday. He eats out on Saturday. Vamos a continuar con nuestro episodio.
Try to answer this question. What does a porter do? ¿Qué hace un botones?
What does a porter do? Watch.
I'm Miss Smith. Do you work here? Are you a porter?
Yes, I work here. No, I'm not a porter. I'm a receptionist.
Does he work here? Is he a receptionist?
Yes, he works here, but he's not a receptionist. He's a porter.
Yes! Thank you. Does he carry bags?
Yes, he does. He carries bags. He's a porter. I don't carry bags. I'm a receptionist.
I know. Please bring my bags downstairs. They're in room 101.
Room 101.
Yes, room 101.
How many bags have you got?
20 bags.
20 bags.
Yes, 20 bags. Is my taxi here?
He's a porter. Does he work all day?
Yes, he works all day.
Does he carry bags?
Yes, he carries bags. He carries big, heavy bags upstairs and downstairs.
Is his job well paid?
No, his job isn't well paid.
Is his job exciting?
No, it's boring. He's a receptionist. Every day he meets businessmen and businesswomen from other countries. Does he eat in good restaurants?
No, he doesn't eat in good restaurants. His job isn't easy, it's difficult. This is Anna. Is she a receptionist?
No, she isn't a receptionist. She's a hotel manager.
Is her job easy?
Yes, it is. Is her job well paid?
Yes.
Does she carry heavy bags?
No, she doesn't carry heavy bags, but what does she do?
She's the boss. Every day she comes to work and she tells people what to do.
She's Ms. Smith. She's a businesswoman. Is her job boring?
Oh, no.
I'm Ms. Smith. Does he carry 2 bags? No, he doesn't. He carries 20 bags. Does he have a good job? No, he doesn't. He's a hotel porter. Hello, Miss Smith.
The taxi driver is here. He drives a taxi. It is a taxi for me and for my 20 bags.
Yes, of course, Miss Smith.
Thank you.
He's a porter. Is he well paid?
Yes, he is.
No sé de qué se quejan. No parece tan difícil.
Annabelle, what's your dream job? El trabajo de tus sueños. Your dream job.
Perhaps a teacher or a pilot. But I love my job. What about you?
My dream job? To be rich. Ser rico. And now the question.
What does a porter do?
Does he carry bags?
Yes, he carries bags. He carries big, heavy bags upstairs and downstairs.
That's right. He carries bags.
Hemos visto cómo describir los hábitos y rutinas de otras personas, lo que hacen y lo que no hacen. ¿Te acuerdas de cómo poner el presente simple en forma negativa?
Si el sujeto es he, she o it, decimos does not delante del verbo.
Does not se suele contraer en doesn't.
Watch.
No, he doesn't eat in good restaurants. No, she doesn't carry heavy bags.
He doesn't eat in good restaurants.
She doesn't carry heavy bags.
Para hacer preguntas sobre rutinas en presente simple, quizás recuerdes lo que decíamos en la unidad 4.
For example, do you go to the park on Fridays?
Do they go to the park on Fridays?
Si el sujeto es he, she o it, en lugar de do, se comienza la pregunta con does.
Watch.
Does he carry bags?
Does he eat in good restaurants? Does she carry heavy bags?
Does he eat in good restaurants?
Does she carry heavy bags? Does he carry bags?
No, he doesn't.
What does he do?
He's a waiter
Where does he work?
in a restaurant.
Por último, vamos a pedir a algunas personas que nos hablen de su trabajo.
I'm a doctor.
University student.
I'm an electrical engineer.
I'm a student.
I work for a mobile phone company.
I am retired.
I'm a student.
I work as a tour guide.
I'm a student.
I'm a nurse.
That's all for today.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you and goodbye.
See
you next time.